Coming at you from the OLR podcast studio.
It's really more of a basement.
Coming to you from the OLR basement studio.
But it's still a podcast.
Coming to you from the podcast basement studio.
Yeah, but you still need to say OLR.
Coming to you from the OLR podcast basement studio.
Oh, that's way too many words.
Coming at you.
That's not enough. You still need to say OLR.
Let's just start. It's OLR. Welcome to the show. Went at the same time you did. This has been the quietest few minutes that you and I have ever spent together.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Seems like it.
Yeah, neither one of us are wanting to say anything
You're
because
being weird.
Because we all wanted to come. You wasn't saying shit either.
It's following your lead.
Oh, okay.
Kimasabi.
Okay.
How
was your weekend?
What have you been doing? I'm trying to be more about, trying to be about other people's feelings.
That's never going to work for you. I've known you for too long. That's not going to happen.
I don't care.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you two bathroom stories. One happened yesterday and one happened today.
Huh.
All involving other people.
That's good.
So I took Carol on a date night last night. We went and watched Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
3 hours and 2 minutes.
Oh, that's an hour too long at least.
Oh, it was long. It was real long. Really long.
No movie should be that long.
It was good. I don't think it was 3 hours and 2 minutes good.
2 movies that I watch. I'm not a big movie watcher.
Yeah.
That's 2 of my movies combined.
Oh, yeah.
That's an hour and a half is a good length movie.
Yeah, I watched Super Troopers 2 last weekend.
Yeah.
I fell asleep about 15 minutes into it. That was about a good length for Super Troopers 2. 15 minutes is a good amount for it.
So you hadn't watched it again?
I ain't going to either.
No,
the 15 minutes that I watched of it wasn't good.
They're trying too hard.
Way too hard,
to rekindle what they used to have.
Yeah. Didn't do a good job of it.
It happens on some movies like that.
Yeah.
I can't watch a lot of movies that we grew up thinking was funny. I tried to be in a setting where I watched Dude, Where's My Car one time. Couldn't do it. It's brutal.
Oof.
It's brutal. I didn't know it
I
was
think
brutal.
anything that Ashton Kutcher has ever done, he's trying too hard in it.
Yeah. Can you think of anything right offhand of him that you liked?
No. Mm-mm. He took over as Two and a Half Men, and people liked it, but I did not. I did not like it.
I would have liked it had Charlie Sheen never been there before. Maybe.
I liked it with Charlie Sheen on it.
That's what I'm saying. If you
I see what you're saying.
It's just hard. You can't beat Charlie Sheen.
No.
You can't replace that. But anyway, we're getting.
He tries way too hard. So when we walk in, there's a security guard at the theater. We went to Mount Juliet. Security guard at the theater, right? Kind of tall. Probably the whitest person I've ever seen in my life. Like skin tone.
Yeah.
White as you can. Just real white. And had a gun on his hip. Security guard with an actual gun on his hip.
No flashlight, huh?
Yeah. No flashlight and sunglasses on. Now, in a movie theater, in a dark movie theater, sunglasses on, right? Kind of a shady character, one of those guys that you think, he's probably gun happy. He's probably a little trigger happy, right?
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to be a cop, but this is what he got.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could smell it on him. Like he was standing over there.
Bacon.
Really scanning the crowd, like way too intensely for it to be a movie theater crowd.
Yeah.
And he walks in to the theater 4 times during the middle of the movie to scan the crowd to make sure there was no nonsense happening.
Maybe maybe his kids have been watching those same videos that Bayless has been watching. Like he thought some grown ass Hulks or grown ass Spider-Man was going to be jumping around or something.
May have. Way too into his thing, right? Into his duties. Well, so after the movie was over, I walk into the bathroom, right? It was like 4 or 5 stalls that were filled up, and there were 3 stalls and 5 urinals, right?
Yeah.
Everything was filled up except for the very last stall. I walk in there, right? Well, at the point in time that I walk in there, everybody seems to have walked out, so I'm kind of in there by myself, right? Here he comes walking into the bathroom, walks all the way down to the end, and I've just left the door open. I just standing there, left the door open, and he walks all the way down there and looks into the stall, or into there with me. All the way down there, peeks his head in.
Over the top?
No. Sticks his head into the door. Door was open. I'll give him that. The door was open. I said, "Hey, bud, come on in. There's plenty of room for both of us."
It's not true.
He said, "Sorry about that. Just doing my job, buddy. Just doing my job." I said, "Yeah, taking it too seriously. See you later." And he walked on out. And I thought,
"Whoa,
you're a
douche.
You're a douche. You're a douchebag guy."
You should have
stuck his head in there with me. Stuck his head in the bathroom stall with me.
You should have acted alarmed, turned around, pissed all over him. So that'd been the move.
Yeah. He's probably, if there's a shooting happens down at that mall, it's gonna be that guy. Yeah. It's gonna be that guy that does it.
Trying to save the day or going ballistic.
I think he's gonna try to save the day. He's gonna try to save an $11 ticket and take somebody out over an $11 ticket, or maybe a second refill on a large drink that they wasn't supposed to get. He's gonna mess somebody up. Now the other thing that I thought was more funny, I was at Walmart today in the bathroom. There was a guy standing at the urinal. I was washing my hands. His telephone ringer goes off. He's got Chris Stapleton's
Tennessee whiskey, I bet.
No. The one about his ex-wife where he's got divorced.
Yeah, okay.
He's got that as
always to blame.
Nobody to blame.
Nobody to blame.
Yeah, nobody to blame. He's sitting there or standing there, and that ringtone goes off. He slowly leans his head back and goes, and pulls his phone out of his pocket and looks at it and goes, yeah. Puts it up to the ear and goes, "What?" I thought that was literally probably his ex-wife that just called him,
or his current wife.
Or his current wife is one of them. Yeah, or soon to be ex-wife that was calling him. But it was the slowest look up I'd ever seen, and the longest exhale. He goes,
God,
son of a bitch. Just one of those. He couldn't take it. Knew it was coming. Heard the lyrics to the song. He's ruined this song for himself.
Yeah.
And it'll never be the same again. That's going to be for the rest of his life when that song comes on.
Now, how many of us have had that phone conversation? I mean, if we're being honest here.
Oh, all of us.
All
I'm
of
sure,
us. Yeah. At one point, our wives, girlfriends.
You've been mad at them.
Husbands, wives, whatever, boyfriends.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have a husband or a boyfriend.
He said,
or girlfriend.
As soon as she took my old hot rod, or she sold my old hot rod, he went, son of a bitch.
Well, I'll tell you how I can relate to that, other than 13 years worth.
Yeah.
The most recent story, and we'll get into everything that I've done. But I feel this guy's pain because Thursday I went down with my buddies for the draft. We'll talk about that, give the rundown.
You put on my microphone.
And so Thursday I was down there with all the guys, right?
Yeah.
Friday they all leave me. I'm down there by myself for an extended period of time. And so Lindsay's coming down because I have a General Jackson Jackson thing, season ticket holder party to go to. So I'm sitting there and I've seen everything pretty much at the experience, right? Mm-hmm. The Titans Stadium had an experience. So I was kind of like, damn, this is crazy. And I get out of line because I didn't really want to go for autographs or anything like that. I didn't want to waste it because really the only people who were doing it was Titans players, and you met most of those guys or whatever. Or even if you have it, you don't want to waste your weekend by doing that. Right.
Because it's a long line. It's not.
Just, yeah.
You ain't get through it quick, right?
So I'm looking. I get in and out of this Kevin Byard line. Yeah. Like 2 or 3 times, thinking, well, shit. I guess it's moving pretty fast. And I'm waiting on Lindsay. I might as well get this picture signed for Waylon. And I texted him. I was like, "Do you want that?" I said, "Do you want that picture signed of him on the Cowboy Star?" He goes, "Yeah." And I said, well, "I guess I'm gonna stand in this line for you." Yeah. I said, "I've got enough time to kill when Mom gets here. I'm just gonna do it." He's like, "All right, cool." So as I'm 30 minutes, she's getting downtown, and she's been fine the whole time. She comes straight off work, Yeah. And she says, "Well, what am I supposed to do?" I said, "Honey, I haven't been down. We stayed at the Hilton." Mm-hmm. I said, we have literally not been in a vehicle other than Uber the last day and a half. I have no idea.
You got to find some place.
I said, all I know is I haven't scanned the parking lot, the parking situations. I know the parking at this stadium is free. Mm-hmm. When you get off the interstate, you should be able to come right in the stadium. Right. Should be.
It should be being the cure.
Calls me back. Oh, my God, this is so stupid. And I said, volume, click, 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 click.
Turn that
so
down
everybody,
a little bit.
everybody can hear, And she says, oh, my God, that guy, just cussing, dropping them all, compound sentences, run on, cuss words, everything. I was like, hey, honey, just go ahead and let's get off the phone, and you just call me when you figure out your parking situation. I'm in this Kevin Byron line. People can hear me. And,
it's
so just call me back. I said, just chill out. We've got literally
all the time,
plenty of time. Just go ahead.
Yeah,
call me back. Well, I hear her go, and just hangs up. I said, okay, she's coming unglued. This should be.
This is going to be a good day.
This should be pleasant.
Yeah.
So then she calls back again and going irate. That saying that parking lot was closed. They wouldn't let me turn here. I went all the way around the bridge, turned around, came back. Then you know what was open? That gate. The one she initially was trying to get off of. They had it closed for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And this guy just looking at me, feeling the same pain that I just felt for this guy as he's telling the story. And I didn't even look at him.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same situation. That's why it's funny to me. I'm looking straight at Kevin Byard. And No, she calls back one more time. I'm parked. I said, okay, well, this line is moving. They're not letting you take pictures with him, just autographs. So I don't care. I said, well, I don't really want to haul this bag of stuff over to the General Jackson.
Yeah.
I said, just stay in the vehicle.
I'll be there in a minute.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
She says, I'm not waiting, Dustin. This is ridiculous. I'm pissed off because it's parking. I said, honey, I know you're pregnant. I know you're emotional, but it's over, and you're
here. Did that make it work? Did that make it better?
Well, not really. I said, I know you're emotional, but it's over, and you're here, and we're going to have a great time on the General Jackson.
It's going to be great.
I said, I'm not waiting. If I knew you were going to sit here and get autographs, I wouldn't have came. I said, Lindsay, I'm getting this one for Waylon, and I'm literally got 20 people ahead of me, and they're moving quick. Autographs
real fast.
Only. And she just, well, whatever. Hangs the phone up, and I said, I said, you ever just been out with your buddies and you have the absolute time of your life? And then, I said, for at least a 36-hour window, your wife's not fussing on you and your kid's not screaming about chocolate milk in his sippy cup and your oldest son's not mouthing you, being the exact you.
Yeah.
You want to smack the shit out of
everybody.
You want to smack the you out of your kid.
Yeah.
Is the meme I've seen. And I said, I had the best time ever with my friends yesterday.
And then this.
I said, my wife's here, and she's going to ruin tonight. I said, I know it. I feel it. I feel it in my bones. I was like, but this is old me.
Yeah.
Old, meaning 35 me, not 25 me.
Yeah.
Because 25 me, and I'd say as far as maybe up to 30, 31, I would have let her piss me off to the point where both of our nights would have been ruined because I would have had something to say by the time she walked up on the scene.
Yeah.
I just said woo-saw 3 or 4 times, got my signature for Waylon, put it in the bag, started texting, walking her way.
Yeah.
I feel it because I said, hey, you just come over from the Shawnee side, come where the players' fence is at. My dumb ass has been up there 65 times in a day and a half. No, they's blocked off, and I tell her that, so I tried to call her to say, hey,
that's not going to work.
Because I'm thinking, holy shit. Let me let her walk away from parking lot B to that side of the stadium. God knows what. I might have to tear a hole through this wall to let her in. So I've called 4 straight times, and I'm like, honey, don't go that way.
Yeah.
I was like, meet me
Go some other way.
I said, come on Riverside of stadium. And then she straight to voicemail every time. I get to the Panini stage on Bass. She goes, where are you at? I was like, please don't tell me you're on the well, you can't get in. No, I'm over here by the autograph stage. I was like, well, I'm over here by the Visa sign. Well, hell, I done passed you up. So I just give her a half hug when I come here. I was like, well, honey, you look good.
Yeah.
I said, you ready to party? Well, that parking was ridiculous.
Glad you're not arrested, honey.
And I said, well, now that's over. I said, we might as well have a good time. We'll walk down, see the Broadway. And you'll love it. You'll have
a good time.
And it was fine.
Well, good.
It was fine, but I wanted to cry.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
I hope that guy's night turned out well because I've been on the receiving, and I've deserved 85% of the ones the calls that I got. I'm not trying to pass blame on my wife.
Right.
I did, a
lot of them.
Yeah, I know.
Bulk of them.
Hey, one time, She said, "Where are you at? You supposed to be home 3 hours ago." I said, "I know people don't come home 3 weeks and their wife loves them more when they come home."
How'd that go? Not well.
Not well.
Yeah.
So just 3 hours late. I'm sitting here with Mackie. This was 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Probably 10, 5, somewhere in the last vicinity. I just said, and I had somebody specific in mind when I said, I was like, hell, some husbands don't come home for weeks, honey. They get loved on us. I'm just 3 hours late.
Yeah.
Because that's a lose-lose situation.
Yeah.
Because if you say I'll be home at 10, knowing it'll be 10:30.
Right.
Why so late? But then if you say 7, knowing damn well
you ain't coming in till 11. When
you start playing at 3:01 and you put $20 in the jukebox, and it's a 45-minute drive. I know I wasn't leaving at 6:15 when I was just getting there at 4:45. But I'm glad those days are over. I don't miss those.
What has it been? How long have you been married? 7 years?
Yeah.
About 7 years this year?
Yeah.
I think me and you both 7 years this year.
Yeah.
Been a long time, hasn't it?
Well, and just like you and Kara's been together since 2003. We've been together since the end of 2005.
16 years.
That's 4. Oh, yeah. That's why our hairlines are going back.
And why I've got all this gray in my beard. I told Kara that I was going to get some Rogaine. She said, I like that gray in your beard. Said, no,
Rogaine is not. That's for baldness.
Oh, isn't it?
Just for men.
Just for men's what I was trying to say then, wasn't it?
Because your beard is weird.
Yeah, my beard has got some white in it.
Can I give you an advice for that?
Just shave it off.
Well, no, I wouldn't say that because I'm not one to hold judgment on a shitty beard.
Yeah.
But if you're going to get coloring, go. If you're like whatever the color of that, I don't know what color that is.
Yeah.
But like, what would you call my beard? What color would you call my beard?
It's brownish.
Right?
Yeah.
Don't go light. Don't go brown on the box. If you
go a darker color.
No. Go lighter.
Oh, really?
That shit is dark. I looked like a Mexican. I colored my beard one time because you remember Gary I worked with?
Yeah,
my buddy.
Oh yeah.
He is. He said he was coloring his because he was starting to get a lot of gray.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, I'm gonna get some brown. Dude, I swear to God, I look like George Lopez. It was so black. It was so black in my beard, and I wore it to a concert because I done it that evening before we went to a concert, and I still laugh so hard.
Seeing the pictures,
and we made a weekend out of it. We went to the concert on Friday, went up and seen Jeremy Hammer in Maryville on Saturday, and I shaved part of it off and just had a goatee.
Yeah.
And me and Jeremy just sit there and ask, I was like, dude, you look like a child molester. He's like, I can't get over it. And I think even Leslie, his wife, was giving me a hard time. She's like, DK, no, I can't look at you. And I still have that picture of me and Jeremy and Waylon and Brandon sitting at his old house, his first house in Maryville.
Yeah.
And it's bad. It's bad. It's creepy. So if you ever want to.
I've got something I'd like to read to you.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
So our probably most controversial thing that's ever been stated on this show was your saying that Johnny Cash was trash.
Well, overrated. The trash comment was obviously a joke, just trolling people at that point.
Yeah.
Do I like Johnny Cash? Yes. Am I butthurt that he gets more attention? Go ahead and go where you're at, and I'll try to justify for the third straight week total. After I knew I stuck my foot in my mouth the first week.
I'm gonna read you the title of this email from our listener from Portland. This is Michael Vest, your listener from Portland, that said y'all did the worst rendition of "Baby It's Cold Outside" that I'd have ever heard. Okay. Title of the email is "DK is Right."
Whoa.
Oh, yeah. I've had you worried all week about that.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael Vest.
Let's stop.
Yeah.
Lucas texted me the other day and said, you know Michael Vest? I said, I don't.
Right.
And he said, I got an email from him. I was like, wow, first off, somebody emailed the account we've been putting out there because I don't even really know the email.
Right.
And you said...
OLRpodcast@gmail.com, everybody.
There it is. Say it one more time.
OLRpodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, use it. I like to hear more than you.
Yeah.
I said, it's about damn Johnny Cash. And you said, yes. But I don't want to tell you what it's about because I don't want to sway you and I want to genuinely read it. So, yeah.
I said, got an email from him. I'll read it on the show. Was it good? I said, you'll like it. You said, it's about Johnny Cash, isn't it? I said, LOL, yeah. Let me get back to it here. Cash is overrated and played out and can't hold a candle to Waylon Jennings in pure talent and great music, and I believe he wouldn't be near as popular now if his name hadn't been or had been Johnny Smith, because hipsters wouldn't find it near as appealing to wear a shirt of a man flipping a bird with the word Smith over it.
That's awesome.
The word Cash is half the appeal to these young kids and hipsters that are on the Johnny Cash bandwagon.
Bam!
Bam! Don't get me wrong. I do believe Johnny Cash is one of the greats, and I can listen to his music all day long. But his modern-day popularity is not based on anything but a cool name and a badass persona. I'll pick Waylon or Merle over him any day.
Man, Michael Vest, we got to get you a T-shirt.
Keep preaching the unpopular truth, he said.
I love it.
Yeah.
Woo.
He also, I said, thanks for the email. You okay with me using your name, reading it on the show? He said, absolutely. Love the show. Keep doing what you're doing. Thought I'd also mention that the spoken word rap songs are killer. He's been doing it for a decade for his own humor and thought it was just him for a while. It's great to finally hear someone else doing it.
Man, Michael Vest.
Coming in hot.
I like it.
Yeah. I thought BK's going to like this, but I'm still going to screw with him.
Well, I cheated a little bit.
Yeah.
I looked him up on Facebook. Yeah. I Facebook stalked the guy, and I had one mutual friend, Brandon Gregory. So Brandon,
and I had to tell you not to reach out to him because I didn't want you to screw it up before the show.
Yeah, no, I didn't want to. I wanted a genuine reaction. Also, Brandon plays us at his shop. So, and then when he's in Portland working, this is the guy. He said, I got a buddy of mine from Portland listening, so this obviously is the guy.
Yeah.
I appreciate somebody that can see that.
Yeah.
And he's right. First off, the spoken rap stuff is phenomenal. It's top 5 stuff we've ever done on the show, in my opinion. It's so dumb.
It is dumb. It's real
good,
dumb.
But it's great. You do a great job at it, and I love it. I trolled everybody this weekend when I was down in Nashville for the draft. I was actually I didn't have I don't have good service with U.S. Cellular.
Yeah, anytime you get outside of Clay County,
when I get to Red Bowling Springs, Bill Martin's, it's done.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah. As you're going into Smith County down the interstate, it's game over on service.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely. I got stuck in Memphis one time. They said it's because of my cellular roaming charge. I said, oh, great. I'm glad that we were stuck in 2001 here.
Yeah.
U.S. Cellular, it's awesome. And so I couldn't really, but I was eating at Kid Rock's bar, eating lunch up there on Friday, and I looked down and what do I see? Johnny Cash Museum. So I snap a picture and it says, I said, where the hell's the Hank Jr. and Waylon Jennings museums at? Just trolling a little bit. And let me read the comments from those. I'll tell you a secret about the OLR podcast Instagram. This Waylon Jennings fans just followed us on Instagram 16 hours ago.
That's funny.
I don't use our Instagram much. I use my own primary one. And then when I want to post something or if you notice that nobody ever gets anything liked by at OLR podcast, it's because I get on it about twice a week.
Yeah.
And I go down through my homepage and like the shit out of everybody's stuff in one day.
Yeah.
And so the comment says, I guess you have to work from the bottom on this. Haley Smith gives us a little jagged face emoji. And at ECFan01, who's
Jeremy
Mackey, he said, I thought he was overrated. Brittany Daly says, overrated enough to make on the OLR Instagram, I guess. With a
shruggy
shoulder emoji. Thad Johnson said, poking the bear, ha ha ha.
Shruggy shoulder emoji.
And then Brittany says, what's even worse, I believe you're at Florida Georgia Line House taking this picture. I said, come on now. I was at Kid Rock's. You should know better to think I'd be at FGL House. She goes, I don't believe that one bit. Hey, you can blow out your ass.
Mm-hmm.
No, she
only
knows
a true
better.
Florida Georgia Line fan would use FGL.
Did I?
Mm-hmm. You just said you did.
Well, that's what the house is called. It's not called Florida Georgia Line House. That's too much. So, yeah, FGL. Now, Brittany is a big Johnny Cash fan.
Yeah.
And she
wasn't too happy with
She wasn't when she heard it, but she said, you know what? I can even agree to this point. She said most of his mainstream songs
sound the same.
sound the same, and I don't enjoy listening to them. She said, I like digging. She goes, it's the same 3 or 4 chords. I was like, I guess it's okay for you to say it. Only difference is she told me personally, and I said it all over the internet and iTunes. And Mackie said he agreed to a certain extent. Yeah, I'll throw you under the bus, Mac. And Tyler Kerr texted me and said, hey, Lucas is right. Because you had said at the last episode, it said, you're going to have a lot of people text you. It's like, Lucas is right. And I told him to go screw himself. And he said, but I'll agree with you a little bit also.
Did anybody agree with me about Shaq? Did you get any Shaq, Lucas is right about Shaq comments?
Who did say something? Somebody said something about Shaq. Probably Caleb Allen, if I had to guess. But I don't know. Somebody did, yes. I don't remember now who, but they're idiots. They're idiots. Well, I feel like Johnny Cash is and also, I tell you what, the ultimate troll job I was going to do if my social media didn't suck so bad.
Yeah.
I had a picture of the T-shirt, not the middle finger one.
Right.
I had just one where he was standing behind it. It was his mugshot. They sell it in the front window, and I was just passing by the museum, walking down the 150 times I passed by it seemed like. Snapped a picture and passed by FGL House. Snapped a picture. I was going to do one of those Instagram layouts and put more overrated.
Which one of the two?
And I thought, man, I've already been pretty well blackballed, castrated, and everything else for this thing. I better chill out before we lose all of our 50 listeners.
Didn't know so many people agreed with you.
Well, they're afraid to say it. Like I told you, there's been more people with a higher profile tell me that. Not just guys from around here. There's been people high profile said, you know what? I've said the same thing, and we just can't say it because that hurt our
street cred.
Hurt our. So now, Caleb Allen sent me a picture of Cookie, Brad Method wearing the Johnny Cash middle finger shirt.
Yeah.
How do you even wear that in public? I don't even know. I can't wear that. I got kids though. Well, Cookie's got kids now. Like Jeremy wearing that when we were at the Shooter concert, and Mary was like, "Oh, DK, here's Shooter's new shirt." And I was like, "Oh, Shooter, MF and Gunslinger. I'm a MF and Gunslinger Jennings."
It's not a shirt you can wear out, really. There's one place you can wear that to. Shooter Jennings concert.
Yep. You can't wear it to the PTO.
No, can't go pick your kids up at school and now. No. Can't go to them junior high ball games.
Can't go to the church retreat, the little dinner on the ground. Can't wear a Shooter Jennings Gunslinger.
I like my clothes to be multi-purpose, and don't really like ones that I have to just wear to one place.
Yeah, and Mackie said, I got to give me an extra large in it. So
and it has been to a bar more than once, I'd have to imagine.
Well, there's a picture of Jeff and Jeremy standing next to each other, and Jeremy's got that on, and Jeff's got that damn Johnny Cash middle bird shirt on. But it just he's all over that town, man. I went in the hat shop at the Country Music Hall of Fame looking for a draft hatch. Johnny Cash everywhere. So where's the damn Waylon Jennings hatches at? He never played Nashville? Where's Hank Jr.? Leanne Mills, this is on my notes actually. I was getting into Nashville Thursday morning. We got down about 8 o'clock. And let's see. She just basically said, hell, I can find it. You got 20 seconds, I can get it. Make sure
you got all kinds of time.
Mess no quotes up here. She says, God dang.
She said, God dang.
Oh, shit, I'm clicking back too far. Let's see. Oh, she said, I love the rant on Clay County dope heads. So apparently my damn rant that went nowhere last week, somebody appreciated it. I said, I tell you what, one of my strongest traits is alienating people.
Yeah.
And she says, it was great. She said, also, has Hank Jr. lived a life worthy of a movie like Walk the Line? I love Hank Jr., but did he come from the same abusive family and have the same struggles? I'm not sure it's a slight to his talent, but rather than his whole life maybe isn't as interesting. Just a thought. I said he fell off a fucking mountain and had nothing but an eyeball left.
He's like the whole side of his face was almost gone.
She said,
has he ever been arrested, though?
I got cuffed on dirt roads. I got sued over no shows. I'm going to put my phone down and not even read what I wrote her. Randall Hank Williams was born in 1949, I think it was. his father already gave him the nickname Bocephus at an early age, 1, 2 years old. There's a dummy at the Grand Ole Opry, actual dummy. It was called Bocephus.
Like a
dummy, like a
ventriloquist dummy.
Yeah, whatever the hell we're trying to call it.
Yeah.
So he dies at 3. And not only are you casting a shadow, but the thing is, his dad, still to this day, considered by some to be the greatest country music artist of all time. In 4 short years. He done all that in 4 years. Died at 29, looking like he was 59.
Yeah.
For
sure, wouldn't have thought he was.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So Hank dies. Hank Sr. dies when Hank Jr. is 3 years old. His mother Audrey puts him on the road wearing the Hank Sr. getup. 8 years old. I mean, the song's true. Went on the road when I was 8 years old. I turned 15. I was still in the show. He's living this life. So you imagine your teenager years, your early 20 years. You're like, man, I've been playing the role of my daddy
for 10 years.
For 10 years, and I'm writing my own stuff, and I'm living my own life. And I want to do my stuff, but the crowd shit on it. The crowd didn't embrace him. His mother said, "You're ruining it. This is money. This is all. These people don't want to see you. They want to see
you do your dad,
your daddy." So he finally says to hell with it. He makes a record, and I don't know if it's the Hank Williams Jr. I think it's the Hank Williams Jr. and Friends record. He makes in like 1974. He goes, celebrates, does some mountain climbing, falls off the mountain. Literally has nothing but an eyeball left after he falls off the mountain. The reason you see him wear nothing but hat and shades and beard, his face is so disfigured. He has to keep his beard because his face is so scarred up. He wears the glasses because the eyeballs, the one eye that is jacked up. So on top of that, he drinks and drugs himself all the way through the 70s and 80s. Almost found Dad a couple times over ODs. I OD'd in Denver, and I don't even remember her name. Unlike these guys now that are sitting around in a Starbucks 6 deep, writing the same song recycled. This cat goes out there and be like, "Oh well, yeah, I did do a lot of cocaine in Denver, and I did almost die, and I did forget her name." It's real life stuff with these guys.
Yeah,
that's what I love about Hank Jr. Yeah, I mean, he'd cover the wheels on the bus go round and round if he was out of shit to talk about. But he's wrote stuff since the 60s. So okay, he gets kicked off his sponsorship with Jim Beam because he's too drunk. A whiskey company drops you because you're too drunk.
Oof.
Then he's 5-time Entertainer of the Year. He's Monday Night Football. Are you ready for some football? That's ready. Hank Williams Jr. So I don't know. Maybe I'd watch a movie about him.
Do you think that it will happen after he dies?
They hadn't even let him in the Country Music Hall of Fame because he made somebody mad. He's been immortalized. Like his dad got kicked off the Grand Ole Opry. Hank's not allowed to do this, not allowed to do that. He's always too outspoken. Do I think they'll make a movie about him? I don't know because
after he dies,
I don't know. But that's where the popularity of Johnny Cash has risen so much. When he died, he died. I don't know that Waylon gets that kind of respect, and it's kind of mind-boggling to me that Waylon doesn't get that much respect. You don't hear a lot. Shooters talked a lot about a movie being in the making of Waylon, but I think it's interesting. I do think Hank Jr. is forced to sing his daddy's music, the greatest country music singer of all time at the time, especially. Fell off a mountain, got fired from Monday Night Football, got rehired by Monday Night Football. I don't know. I do. She said, I didn't realize all that. And I said, read a book. I don't know. Google some shit. No, I'm just kidding. I like the show, except for when you made fun of me, you dick.
The show was good, but why do you go so hard on everybody?
Yeah. Hey, Brandon Howell asked me who's pissed at my Cheerios last week. I didn't know I was in a bad mood.
Well, you even thought you did bad. You didn't think the show was good.
No, I did think it was the drizzling shits. But when I listened back, I didn't think it was that bad.
Yeah. You're just in a shitty mood.
I kind of was in a shitty mood. But I don't know why.
Yeah.
Brandon said, who pissed in your Cheerios? I said, I didn't know that they did. That was a lie. I don't know why I was
had
mad.
Some pissy Cheerios.
But I didn't know why.
Yeah.
Maybe I just woke up. Do you not ever wake up on the wrong side of the bed?
Every morning.
Okay.
I'm a shitty person, really. And
I just hide it. You hide it better than I do.
Yeah.
I hide all this. What am I trying to say?
I have no idea. Right now. I don't know what the hell you're trying to say. But yes, I wake up in a bad mood every morning.
Oh my word!
I told somebody the other day they come up and hugged me randomly.
Don't do that.
And I said, "Hey, look, I'm an inch away from just losing my shit today, and I appreciate what you're trying to do for me right now, but it's having the opposite effect, and I would appreciate it if you just let me go." They said, "You have a good rest of the day." I said, I will. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you. Just quit.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell one story about myself because I would just sound like a real butthole. So,
well, how was the draft weekend though?
It was good.
We know how that went, but how was the actual stuff?
Hold on.
Yeah.
I do this. I love doing that to you. I love making you think we're going in one direction. I'll be like, oh yeah, let's back up 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Leanne Mills made fun of us.
Well, good.
For not. She said, wow, 25 push-ups, guys. Y'all are about to kill it, huh?
How much weight have you lost this week?
So that is our competition, right? You weighed in. I weighed in Monday morning. I forgot to weigh in, but I hadn't ate breakfast or anything. So I feel like I was all right when I weighed in. I'm actually, you know what? I feel so confident about this weight loss competition that I actually...
You gained a little weight.
I went
to give me a little extra
hard.
Edge. Yeah.
I went hard.
Yeah.
For 4 days. Just to say, you know what? Because you know why? Because you know why, Leanne? Because I don't know. I out push up Lucas before I left here Sunday.
You did. You did some shit push ups, but you did. You did more than I did.
You did tricep push ups.
I did push ups, and I don't know what in the hell what you did.
I did wide.
They wouldn't let you get away with that in the military.
Oh yeah,
that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Which branch,
they wouldn't let you get away with that in the military.
Which branch you sign up for? Because I'm not in the military.
Because
I don't think I'm a badass.
The civilian league.
No.
Yeah. Civilian league. Civilian league.
So in my world, you could have told me 5 deep in like, hey DK, go ahead and bring your arms in, but no, I went ahead and wide gripped them like most normal folk would. If you told them to do a push up, nobody's gonna go down in the Nobody's gonna go.
By the way, you tricked me into doing tricep presses for like a set of 40 before we got started.
Well, now it's neither here nor there.
You out.
I said, Lucas,
you outsmarted me.
How do you do these triceps?
You got into my head, you got into my wheelhouse, and then I just rolled right along with it.
There's a reason I'm, finished 21 out of 21 in my class.
Yeah.
That's a joke.
I've done pretty well this week.
You have?
2.6% down by Thursday morning.
Yeah, you texted me that.
Yeah, I did.
I thought I texted you back and it didn't.
You didn't.
6 hours later, it wasn't going to make it. Wouldn't. I just Lucased you. Lucased you is what I did.
Yeah, you did. You did. I'm killing you right now.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good because I need some motivation.
Yeah.
For this week.
This next week right here.
You're about to.
I'm gonna
murder it again
because I've been doing intermittent fasting and fasted cardio the last 3 days.
Explain to our listeners.
So
like me, what that is.
Intermittent fat. Can you still hear me?
Yep. Unfortunately,
something just went out. Okay. So intermittent fasting is where what I've been doing is eating for 10 hours and fasting for 14 hours.
Yeah.
But today, I'm starting where I do.
Excuse me.
Where I eat across 8 hours and fast for 16 hours. So that gives your body more time to digest and break down and get the food out of your body, right?
So good.
And then fasted cardio is when you get up and before you eat and do stuff, you do the running, whatever. I've been doing high intensity intervals. So sprinting at like 10 mile an hour for 30 seconds and then off a minute, on for 30, off a minute, on for 30, off a minute. Hey, and 10 mile an hour is just about as fast as I can go without just losing it.
No, that's impressive.
It's not that impressive because I was looking at what kind of pace that is. That's not even a 6-minute mile.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So, I mean, there's people that do 4-minute miles, so it's really...
So you're saying my 3.1 on the treadmill while I'm watching a YouTube video of Shaq and Kobe's not that good?
Well, it's not bad. All those Mr. Olympias, all those Mr. Olympias do 2.5 to 3 mile an hour on the treadmill, and they're less than 1% body fat, shredded to pieces.
I don't even do fasted anything when I'm supposed to fast for work, for blood work. I don't even succeed there. I'm on the second list of people that forgot.
Yeah,
every time.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? The luxury that you got is you've got your gym here at home, and and nobody messes with you down here.
Yep.
My wife was at work this week, and I had the kids, and I said, Waylon, can you just help brother out for a few minutes? So his
20 minutes, Bubba.
His PlayStations went out. Apparently, I have more DVDs than Quick Cash Pawn Shop in Cookeville.
Yeah.
But, we don't have a DVD player anywhere in the house. Found one, Bayless's room finally. Went to use Waylon's PlayStation. He had it in the living room. It's went out. He had a hard drive corruption. So if anybody knows how to fix a PlayStation 4 because it has a hard drive corruption, please holler at me because I ain't trying to go spend another $400.
Oof.
This kid's about to lose his mind not having his PlayStation. But anyway, so I thought I was going to do my insanity. I had the chart listed out. This was on Monday. And then he's like, Daddy, I can fix Bayless's DVD player. That's why I'm not 4. I can fix my own DVD player, but thank you. So I went in there and switched out he treats me like a dumbass.
Like you're an old person.
Like I don't know how to switch 3 cords out, So I get it in there and hadn't seen Bayless in literally 30 minutes. He'd been watching that Spider-Man stuff in our bedroom on the Roku. And then I had the video. Of course, that's the smallest room in the house. And I'm sitting here trying to get it going.
Mm-hmm.
No DVD player, remote. So I'm having to start off. The first day is already screwed because it's not letting me click. It's got two workouts on the same disc. I need the second one.
Mm-hmm.
Starting the first one. God damn it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I do a little. I was like, screw it. At this point, I'm just going to do it. And I was trying to get into some jumping jacks. People make fun of you, but that insanity stuff. And there's a lot of stupid stuff, but it's hardcore. You know how it is. But anyway, the first little stuff, you kind of feel feminine. And I hear Bayless said, Daddy, what you doing in my room? And then he's like laughing because I'm doing the lower ground. He goes, let me do it. He gets in there and trying to do push-ups. It's cute and it's sweet, but dude, get the hell out of here. Like, come on. Waylon, where you at?
Yeah.
And I'm like defeated at this point. I'm like, I'm done. So I go outside. I'm like, I look at the hill. And I said, it's dark almost. I may die on that hill. Nobody ever know. No, my wife will come up the hill and run over me.
She don't slow down coming up the hill for nothing.
No, she's an idiot on that hill. So I played basketball. A
A
12-year-old. I went there and played ball.
Yeah, that's good though. That's good. It's better than nothing.
It was like 7:30, and I just was like, man, this day is crap.
Yeah, I've been going to jiu-jitsu, and
I heard that.
They've got a class. You have class for the first hour. And they teach you a move, like the basics of a move. You get with your partner and you go through the motions, right? After about 30 minutes, that takes up the first 30 minutes, and then they push you back against the wall again, and they say, all right, so here's a little bit more advanced thing. The person could do this to you, and then you go out and you try that for a little bit, and then that's 15 minutes, and the last 15 minutes is a very advanced part of it. That not everybody will do. I don't do the very advanced parts of it. The guy that I've been practicing with, he will. He'll use me as a tackling dummy and do that stuff. But then I'll just practice the basic moves. Yeah. I've never stayed for the second part of class. The last hour is rolling, where you're literally just fighting the other person, right? Trying to make them tap. In my case, I'd just be trying to survive, because you're not supposed to ask a higher level belt to roll. You're only supposed to ask somebody that's on your level, but a higher belt can come ask you to do the same thing. Right? So I decided Wednesday night that I wanted to stay for rolling. I'd like to see what it was about, and and it's something I'd always been interested in, and I wanted to see it. But the guy that I usually practice with, he goes, yeah, I'm going to stay and roll. He said, do you want to get in here? I said, I don't know what I'm doing. He said, well, just sit back and watch at the very least. So I did. I was sitting there and watching. And then this, 165-pound kid, blue belt, comes strolling over after I'd been sitting there for about 10 minutes. He goes, hey, buddy, my name's Oliver. I said, hey, Oliver, how you doing, bud? He said, good. Do you want to roll? I said, literally, I've never done this before. This would be, I don't know what I'm doing. I may be a spaz. I may throw an elbow and hit you in the nose. I don't know what in the hell might happen. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know how to get started. I said, I saw them slap hands, bump fist, and then they started trying to strangle each other. And I said, and that's as far as I know what to do. And I might get into a position and not know how to do anything after I get there. He said, well, come on. It had that look in his eyes of, I'm going to strangle the shit out of this guy. Now, I told him, I said, I understand before we get started, I outweigh you by 100 pounds at least. And I said, so everything I'm going to do, I'm going to be a goon. I'm just going to be able to guerrilla. I might be able to guerrilla through some stuff that you might normally get. And I said, I apologize. I don't know any better. He said, it'll be fine. Don't worry. So we start rolling around, and you can tell he's getting a little frustrated because, I was doing that thing where I was just some stuff that he ought to be able to catch on people that was his size. I would just kind of shrug him off. And he finally got a hold of my collars and got me in a blood choke. And
is that legal?
Yeah.
Up to a 5 count or no?
Yeah. He can do it until the person quits moving.
Wrestling.
And he got me in a blood choke, and I thought, I can get out of this. And then everything started closing in, and I tapped real quick, and it come back, and I was like, oh, I couldn't get out of that. That was in deep. He goes, that's pretty good. Are you sure this is your first time? I said, yeah. I said, you popped my cherry for sure on this. I said, let's, do we go again, or are you done? He goes, no, we go again for sure. And so we roll around there some more, and he never gets me anything again. I for sure didn't get him in anything, but we went on for another like 10 minutes, and I was just gassed out, just smoked, and I got over against the wall, opened my gi top, and sitting there breathing like a water buffalo that just been attacked by a lion, and he goes over there and he's talking to this other blue belt that's been practicing with the guy that I practice with. And he kind of just crawls over to me, and he's been a guy he goes and does tournaments, and, he's pretty good. Mm-hmm. He come over there and goes, hey, man, my name's Jeb. Hi, Jeb. He said, do you want to roll? I was like, yeah, man, for sure. I said, I'm going to give you the same story I just gave that guy. And and by the way, with Oliver, at some point in time, either I got panicked and tried to pull my hand out real quick and punch myself in the mouth, or I pulled his elbow into my mouth at some point in time, and I was bleeding all over my gi. And Jeb didn't give a damn what I was saying. He didn't care anything about what I was saying. I told him, I said, I popped myself in the mouth a while ago, and I said, I'm bleeding. I said, this is my blood. He goes, you popped your arm a while ago. He said, you got a tap. I said, No. I said, what I said was, I popped myself in the mouth a while ago and I'm bleeding. He goes, yeah, you shouldn't. You got a tap early. I said, all right, man. Let's do this. And then for the next 10 minutes, he caught me in a guillotine at one point in time. Like we was rolling. He's 155. He when he goes to tournaments, he does 155 pounds. So he's been hanging on my neck for about 10 minutes, something like that. And my neck is killing me, and he's wound up caught me in a guillotine choke, and he's choked me out, and I've tapped to it, and then we keep rolling around and everything. And I finally just get to a point where I got over on my back, and I had him in like a half-hearted headlock, and I just had to tap to him. I just had to tap, and I said, look, I appreciate it. As I'm telling him, I said, that was a lot of fun. I'm pulling my belt off. I threw my belt over. I'm trying to get out of my gi top. I'm burning up. I'm hot. And I've been wearing him like a damn necklace for the last 10 minutes, and I can't breathe. Oh. I'm sweating all over the place. My lip's still bleeding.
Should have tapped.
I did tap. I did tap. It was a lot of fun.
Before it popped.
Yeah. Before it popped.
Busted.
Yeah.
You got beat by Oliver the book nerd.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, that's the thing. Both of these guys.
Jeb, the what? The jiu-jitsu Mennonite?
Yeah. These guys, if you were to see them out somewhere,
you would beat their ass.
Yeah, you'd think if you were so inclined as to try to fight somebody, those might be two of the guys that you would try to pick on. However, you would also be rolled up like a pretzel to these guys.
Yeah, I wouldn't try it.
The guy that teaches that Wednesday night class, man, he's the most innocuous looking person you've ever seen. He's got this real short black hair. He's probably in his 30s, but he's got he's a real small guy. He's probably like 5'8", 5'9", something like that, 165, 70 pounds. And if you just saw him dressed in his street clothes, you'd think, that's a little guy. And if you got drunk, that might be the guy you picked on. That might be the last thing you ever did if you picked on the guy who teaches the Wednesday night class. He's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. He teaches the boxing class. He teaches Muay Thai and he teaches wrestling. And he would roll you up like a pretzel, go ahead and strangle you with every piece of clothes you got on. And
5'8", 165. Probably tap you out with his penis. He's one of those tall, slender guys tucked into his bottom of his gi.
Yeah. Yeah, he'd have it in your ear, and you're going, you want to tap? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Yeah.
Well, I hope you...
it's a lot of fun. It's a whole lot of fun.
Oh, that doesn't sound like fun.
I had to stop on the side of the road twice to get out.
To clear your ear out?
To clear my ears. I had to stretch my neck out where they'd just been holding on to my head, and I didn't think this is going to hurt later. My neck was so sore, I had to get out and just like try to stretch it out twice on the way home.
Man, but you're loving it.
Oh my God, I love it.
Your CrossFit still hadn't started?
No, still hadn't started. I had to miss the day that it started this month, but I should get to start in the May month.
Okay.
As long as something else doesn't happen the one night that I get to start it, because there's only like, I'd have to go of an evening, and it starts at 6:00. But if you miss that first session, it goes for 4 weeks. So you just have to wait until the 4 weeks is up to start again. So,
hey, can we stop just for a second?
Yeah, hold on. Really? And we're back.
And we are back. Sorry, I had to take care of some business.
Business.
Sorry about that, baby. I had to look at my phone. You know what I'm saying?
So tell me about the draft now. Are you ready to talk about the draft weekend now?
There's a lot of ladies say they like to listen to when I talk about the American Dream, Dusty Road. When I talk about this, and it turns them on, baby. No, there's nobody's ever said
Nobody ever told Dusty Road.
Derek Rich says that it's funny for about 30 seconds. And it gets annoying.
Yeah.
Derek's always calling you out some shit. But yes, the draft, it was great. We went down Thursday, me and Godwin and his buddy Sweeney. Don't know Sweeney's first name. Met him twice in my life. But
maybe Sweeney's his first. Maybe Sweeney is his first name.
I think he added me on Facebook, but I don't remember.
Didn't check out his other name.
No, I don't care. It's Sweeney to me, you know. Anyway, so we went down. We got there at 8:00 in the morning. We stayed, thanks to John's dad, to give us a big hookup. We were right downtown, right amongst the mess. That way we wouldn't have to go.
So there was, 500,000 people down there?
So it turned out to, like, the first night of the draft was 200,000.
Oof.
So you got 3 nights of that. So, yeah, they kind of, by the end of the night, they figured up 600,000 people. It came to Broadway those 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, man, it was, but it was never as bad. All day long, we went down there and got a front. There was so much barricaded off in front of the stage where I guess other activities in the front of the stage, but the mass met behind the barricade.
Right.
So we got down there at 8:00 in the morning, checked everything out, took a picture in front of the stage, calm before the storm, we were saying, as we were coming off the interstate. Everything was so calm, so peaceful. And it was just, I expected, we didn't do a lot of stuff downtown. We woke up late Friday, but the Thursday part of it was, I was like, dude, we're going to see people just everywhere. And we were there 5 minutes, and I was like, what's going on over here? And he's like, oh, this is ESPN setting their setup. I was like, oh, okay. So I've seen a lot of ESPN personalities right there on the corner of, I think it was Thirds where they had it at Fourth maybe. And then we wanted to be on ESPN First Take with Stephen A. Smith. So we walked all the way to the stadium, not knowing. As many times I've been in Nashville, and I took us the longest route walking ever. I walked all the way down Second, turned on the bridge, stupid. They had the pedestrian bridge. You could have walked across Penn Stadium. No time.
Right.
You live and you learn, I guess. The old diabetic legs here was hurting the first 20 minutes I was there. John's, every time he's walking somewhere, he's sprinting. Me and Sweeney's like, dude, chill out.
Settle down, John.
So they were sold out that day. We got our wristbands for the next day. They said, well, we're sold out. Here's the wristbands for First Take tomorrow. Okay. They said, wear them because you don't want to lose them. Okay. We went and strapped them on. Let's come back, and we're walking down Broadway, and there's Kurt Warner.
Oh, really?
Hall of Fame quarterback. And I was like, Godwin's one spotted him. I was looking the other direction. He's like, dude, is that Kurt Warner? And this one girl, she goes, and we're sitting there letting, I've met him at once. He come to Titans training camp years ago. So I didn't care really to talk to him or not, but I was going to shake his hand. And I was like, but Sweeney and, John had never met him. I was like, hey, I'll go up and get a picture with him. I'll take it for you. And I remember my picture at camp, the sun was on, and I was like, I better just go ahead and grab another one anyway. But as we're sitting there waiting for him to wrap up a conversation, this other girl's on the phone. She goes, "No, I know it's him. Girl, yep. That's Kurt Warner. I know it. Yep." So she asked us to take a picture, and of course, she don't have anything out because I was like, well, maybe if she's been off the phone for 5 minutes saying, "Girl, I know that's him." So she was not ready to take a picture. But anyway, he was nice. We went to Kid Rock's bar. I never had seen it, so I wanted to go down there and see it. As we're sitting there eating breakfast, I'm looking. I scrolled on my phone. I was like, "Oh shit, Kid Rock is at Tootsie's right now."
Oh hell!
So, and look, y'all can give me all the crap you want about meeting celebrities. That is the one. Like him and Hank Jr. are the two.
Yeah,
I want to meet.
Yeah,
that's left really on the music scene. That's all I want to meet. So I was like, "Well, let's go. Let's go down there. Let's see if he's down there mingling because he's cool as hell." They say, "Yeah, you see him." And so they had an extended stage. Like they built like a replica Tootsie's out from Tootsie's in the street. I never understood the point of it. I never went in Tootsie's all weekend.
Right.
So I don't really know what the...
Where did they build it at? Right there in the little circle part?
Or? Right in front of it.
Really?
Like it was in the street. They closed Broadway down. So it was like, I've got a picture I'll show you when we're done. But it just came out from the main entrance like it was an addition to the entrance. So you had like your first, second, and third floor.
Yeah.
Then had this addition, 2 stories. Actually, it was a walkthrough underneath. I don't know what the hell.
Yeah.
I don't know what they done with it. I didn't stay down Tootsie's. Like I said, we didn't go in. So I walked in. The guy said they've been taking them out the back door.
Yeah,
and that's the secret, right? Nobody wants to tell. Like that's where a lot of people go to the Ryman. Like the celebrities that go into it, they don't walk in the front door. They'll walk around the back and walk in the building. And then same thing with the Ryman. You get people.
Yeah,
that's where the singers get dropped off at.
Yeah,
when they're going to play the Ryman, that little alleyway. So I was like, okay, we'll walk back there. Of course, it was Autograph Central people, and I was like, man, I'm not trying to do this at 9:00 in the morning, hang out with everybody. It was guys that I do know from sporting events, and I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm not going to make these guys. Sweeney was all based like, hell yeah, I'll hang out with you, trying to meet Kid Rock. I was like, I'm not hanging out. I'm not hanging out waiting. I was like, we're not going to do this to John. We're going to have a good time. Screw it. So I asked the security guard. I said, hey man, is Kid Rock still in there? Nah, he's been gone about an hour.
Yeah.
He said, everybody's been asking that. He said, Good Morning Football posted it. And I said, yeah, and that's where they aired that show at. I said, all right, cool, we're out of here. So never, got to meet him that weekend. But yeah, it was all weekend. Like we were at the Hilton, so we were just like, we'd get tired of walking, we'd go to the Hilton, and we'd go to our room and hang out and relax for a few minutes. But it was a lot of walking, went back and forth. So another cool thing, like you said, Kara mentioned, Rich Eisen show was going on, which Rich Eisen was known as Sports Center Acre for years and years. So he does his own little radio show. And they didn't ever have the guest lineup. They said who was going to be there over the stretch of the 3 days. They didn't say when. So we went and checked it out, and they're like, well, we got 2 things for you guys. We got Tim McGraw coming in.
Yeah.
We got David Shaw, coach of Stanford, and we got, who else was there? Somebody else was there. This was good. Anyway, said, and we got dollar beers.
Oh.
Well, you don't hear that.
Yeah.
You don't hear that anywhere.
Yeah.
Cookville, every now and then. But so we hung out. So yes, let me go ahead and tell you the story. So all the critics, all the haters, all the people like to give me a hard time about the celebrities.
You did meet Tim McGraw.
That was about as easy to meet Tim McGraw as you ever meet.
Yeah.
And guess what I did? I sat there at the little table, had a beer, listened to his interview, which was funny as hell. He's a good, charming guy,
Yeah.
And
little bitty fella too, isn't he?
God almighty, Becky Craig, Brad's wife, text me or put on Facebook, said, what would you look like in his top? I said, busty. I mean, it'd be like that girl that you see at the poke salad that's wearing she's got 4 kids attached to her hips. She's got the tank top on with her titties hanging out the top. And her muffin top hanging out the back. That's what I'd look like in Tim McGraw's shirt. But no, he gets off the stage and everybody's talking to him.
What would you look like in his top?
That was funny.
That is funny.
Leave it to Becky to ran on my parade. That I met Tim McGraw. Tim McGraw's not a guy that I've ever been like, man, I'd like to meet Tim McGraw.
Right.
But he's when you're there watching the show.
Yeah. Back when he was singing Indian Outlaw, maybe.
Yeah. I still like him. I mean, Tim McGraw is one of those guys that I really don't dislike. His later year stuff, I've not been really a fan.
Yeah.
He'll have some hits every 1 out of 4 times to me now. Man, down on the farm, Indian Outlaw, where the green grass grows, all that stuff. That's good
He's
stuff.
been around forever.
He said he was telling stories about him and Tracy Lawrence and Kenny Chesney all came to town at the same time, so they all played at the same place on Printer's Alley and stuff, trying to compete against each other just to pay the rent.
Yeah.
Win a $50 contest to help go towards their rent. it was a cool interview. Talked about Friday Night Lights. Talked about how the part him and Eddie George had in getting the draft to Nashville. It is, a good little 20-minute interview probably. Yeah. And he comes off, takes pictures with everybody, and shakes hands, and nice as can be. I mean, nothing more than that. I'd sit there like a normal common folk that was in the right place at the right time
right.
because I knew the Rich Eisen show was going on. And I'm a fan of Rich, so I met Tim McGraw in the process of it.
Well, that's pretty cool. So I mean, like you say, he's not somebody I would actively search out, but if he was around, I would say, hey,
yeah, I mean,
what's up?
Right there.
Yeah, why not?
David Shaw, the coach for Stanford, he was right there, and I didn't go talk to him. There was people.
Yeah, but
I know, right? Yeah. Everybody thinks it's just. He's famous. Did DK get a picture with him? No. The next day, they announced the lineup earlier, and it was like Taylor Lewan, Eddie George, like two of my top 5 Titans of all time. Didn't even walk up there.
Have you met Eddie George yet?
Yeah, like 4 times.
Okay. What about Taylor Lewan?
He's the one that I was at that charity event. And he slid in the booth and put his arm around me. He's like, "I'm Taylor Lewan."
Oh,
that's how cool he is.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, if I had that big of a hard on for it, I'd have been up there the second day, knowing how easy it was just to talk to these guys.
How do you spell right there? You wouldn't know.
Wow, that's not him.
That's not him at all, is it?
That's a lot of extra.
That's not how you spell his name, is it? How do you spell his name? Lewan.
Yeah, it's him right there. Now that's his draft pictures.
This right here is?
This is more him right now. I don't know why the hell they still have that 2014 draft picture. He goes about 6'7".
Yeah, he's not a little fellow either, is he?
Covered in tattoos.
I was about to say, is any somebody just point him to a tattoo parlor?
Yeah.
I mean, he's tatted from knuckle to elbow or to shoulder.
He's hilarious. They had a picture of him on Twitter
where
he's holding a sign that says "Do not sit on the furniture," and while he's sitting on the furniture and he's holding it, and he's just a goofball. He's probably my favorite Titan. He's the only jersey that I own right now to wear. I don't wear a lot of jerseys.
He's a big boy,
big dude. So yeah, they were
offensive lineman.
They were there. Yeah, left tackle, highest paid left tackle in league history.
Really?
So of course,
what is that?
Of course, I forget what he signed. Honestly, I just know that every contract now is the highest one in history. Like every time somebody signs it, it just trumps the last one.
What is that salary? I guess $1 million. 2018.
I'd be interested to see what the whole number was,
including a $50 million guarantee.
Yeah.
Wow. 27 years old. From Michigan.
5 years, $80 million.
Wow. $11 million signing bonus, $16 million average salary. What's a guarantee? Oh, just guaranteed. Guaranteed at signing, $34 million. Total guaranteed, $50 million. Oof.
Not hurting now.
I hope he takes a thing out of the playbook of Shaq and Gronk.
Saves his money.
Save some of that money. Holy crap.
So
if I was just athletic.
Right. Yeah, you're big enough.
Yeah.
You're 6'2".
I just don't have any have any natural athletic ability.
So yeah, so we left there, went over to the corner bar, met a couple Titans. They were doing a live podcast there. Well, I met one of them, and he was like, I said, all right, we got him on the street. Like, all right, man, what's the word? Who y'all taking? And he's like, man, we're taking a D tackle. Have in my mind that we're taking a defensive tackle.
Yeah,
that's what they ended up taking. We'll get to that, but
mm-hmm.
We got to the draft just to see the scene, and like I said, we were off and on Broadway all day long.
Yeah,
and it was okay.
Mm-hmm.
There was plenty of space for everybody. They had everything spaced out. But boy, it got to be about 6:30.
Mm-hmm.
That draft was starting at 7. I packed a poncho with me all damn day, all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Packed a poncho. Get down to the draft, put it in the hotel room. Starts pouring. And you're like this right here. I get lost like from the crowd 2 different times. And swear to God, man, waited all that crowd. We made about 3 or 4 picks. And we're like, screw this. We're getting soaked.
Mm-hmm.
It smells like ass out here. Everybody sweated all day.
Yeah. And now they're wet.
I said, our room's right here.
Yeah.
And we went up and ordered chicken wings. And we watched the first round of the draft
on television.
From the television. But it was more about being there for the experience overall. But now, when it's raining, and it's cold rain, and it's just, man, yeah. I pussied out. So what? Yeah, we were there. We were amongst the 200,000 for a while. Not 4 picks. I should have said, like, man, we picked 24 and we were out, man. We had 8 more picks left and we were done. But no, like 4, and we 4 made it, and we give it up. So, hung out a little bit with some other friends. Then got up the next morning and they left me. I was trying to text Mackie. I said, hey, hang out with me for a little while. John and Sweeney are going home. And he's like, all right, I'll hang out with you. Hangs out with me for about an hour and a half. He's like, we're going back to Cookeville. So here I am walking around by myself. Should have went to the Eisen show with Lawan and George, but instead I walked back to the stadium and did the Bayard thing and walk around, see some stuff. You know, really thought about going to Nashville and seeing shops that I always want to see.
Did you get your Gorn Brothers hat?
Man, I went in there.
Did you?
Yeah, and there's some nice ones.
Couldn't make yourself do it.
I messed around. I would have already wore the one that I bought, but I bought a medium. I need a large.
Yeah, you sure do.
I do. For real.
I know.
I got a little head, but I need a large.
Yeah.
So I need somebody to buy that one. I'll sell it cheap. If y'all trying to look fly, little fedora. The other ones, man, I'm telling you, there's some other cool ones. I just wish I had the confidence to wear them. I wish I had somewhere to wear them too.
Right.
That's the thing. Where in the hell am I going to wear them?
Here.
Right.
Down here once a week.
Yeah.
We'll make a weekly thing out of it.
Well, it's not going to be they. Some bitches are 150 flat, at least. The cheapest one's 150.
Yeah.
Right? They're not going to be like and I'm like, oh, well, here's my Wednesday Gordon Brothers. Yeah. They had some big wide brims and were cool as hell, but I don't know what I'd. And Taylor Lawan had one on, but he gets his at Hatworks over on 8th Avenue, I think, or 12th Avenue somewhere in town. But I did go in Gordon Brothers right as Mackie was leaving me. Went in there, and there was a couple other record stores I wanted to go to, but I just went on down to the stadium, waited on Lindsay. General Jackson.
That's a neat fun time.
Yeah, we stayed about 30 minutes only. We ate.
Oh, did it not undock, or did it just go on?
No, it didn't. It just stayed. It stayed at the bridge building there, and we were like, And
have you been out on the river?
I haven't. No, I thought it would be cool to do.
Yeah, it is. It's fun. It's a good time.
I figured it would, and we get our free drink tickets.
Yeah.
And Lindsay's pregnant, obviously.
So you get 2.
No, it can be for Cokes or tea or whatever. So you get 4 drink tickets. She took her 2. She's like, well, I can't drink, obviously, when she's pregnant. Then I had my 2. And I said, well, I'm not drinking. I drank about 6 sweet teas on Friday.
Oof.
Not to act. That's just how it was. I paid $5 for a Gatorade, but every time I turned around, I got to Kid Rocks that morning. Went back to Kid Rocks, listened to Jordan McCants from Monterey play, and had a sweet tea there. I had 2 sweet teas at Rippy's while I watched the band play. And then I drank Gatorade, Tylenol, Gatorade, water, and walked around. And Lindsay's like, well, I guess you got 4 beers tonight or 4 mixed drinks, whatever you want. And I said, yeah. I said, give me a Miller Lite, please. And I drank about 3 sips out of it. And I said, hey, man, what about that Dr. Pepper right there?
Yeah.
And
how's that treating you?
We give our tickets away, though. We kind of got bored on there because it was so crowded. And
if it's not moving, then it's...
And they were just doing the radio broadcast.
You're just kind of standing in another building if it's not moving.
And how have I been going to Titans events for all these years? I literally knew nobody on the boat.
Really?
Nobody other than the broadcasters. And I was like, well, some alumni are supposed to be here, but I'm not waiting around. I'm not waiting around on the alumni. And then as I'm leaving, my season ticket rep, Joey Meredith, who's from Monterey also, Monterey boys doing some big things.
Yeah.
And then Wes Cook also plays down there. And Joey's like, hey, man, a lot of the alumni are supposed to be in that other building over there. And I said, oh, well, we'll stop by.
Yeah.
And the first person I see was Albert Hainsworth. I was like,
really?
hey, Albert, you want a poll on the One Lane Road podcast to be a guest?
Yeah. How about it? Yeah.
And he's like, where do we talk about it at? And I was like, Twitter. And I said, I feel like I've blown you up about, because I was like, you said let's do it.
Yeah.
I said, well, you sent about 3 messages back and forth, and it kind of went. And he goes, when did you send this? And I told him kind of the general. He goes, my Twitter got hacked. He said, I don't even have a Twitter. He's like, here's my email. Let's email about it. I was like, well, I feel better about it.
Yeah.
Now you're not blowing me off. But like the one Titan I never had met was Chris Johnson. And we were just kind of hanging out. And the girl was like, hey, CJ2K is coming up. She's like, he's walking up right now. And I was like, oh, okay. So
who is that?
Chris Johnson, the running back for the Titans. Remember those?
So CJ2K is Chris Johnson? Yeah,
because he ran for they had a 2,000-yard season. That's why they call him that. He just, it's whatever. I don't guess I got a lot in common with Chris Johnson or Some of those guys, I guess they see me and they're like,
where's that guy?
I don't know him. I never met Chris Johnson. Right. So I took a picture with him and Griffin. Lindell White was there. First time he's been in Nashville in a while. And other than that, now I was like, all right, I'm out. So we went down to the stadium and watched the rest of the draft.
Mm-hmm.
Lindsay didn't want to go down Broadway. I said, let's go. Because she went left off the General Jackson. I went right. And she said, what the hell are you doing? So I thought we were going downtown. I'm not fighting that mess. It's like I thought we were going to the stadium to watch it. Okay. So
well, how did we wind up doing it? How did Tennessee Titans wind up doing it?
They got a guy, the 19th pick. They said it was overall top 10 talent. He's a defensive tackle out of Mississippi State. Jeffrey Simmons tore his ACL in January.
Mm-hmm.
So that was injury flag. Punched a girl in the stomach when he was in high school.
Yeah.
Not as bad as you say. I mean, I know it sounds bad, but his sister was in a fight with her, so he was pulling the girl off, and I guess she was kicking around. He give her a couple little jabs in the stomach.
Yeah.
You know. So and it's kind of shitty. Typical ESPN. The guy's, apparently he's made amends for it more than enough in his 4 years in college. Biggest night of his life, and they say, they're very disturbing incident.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Simmons. They show the video. They go. I'm like, show a highlight package of this kid.
Yeah.
I mean, one isolated incident 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh yeah, that's the media these days.
Yeah, that's the narrative they're pushing, and so I felt bad for him. Second, and they said he may redshirt his whole rookie year because he's coming off that ACL. Secondly, wide receiver out of Ole Miss, AJ Brown. A lot of people's bragging about, pretty happy about. Other than that, just areas of need. Got a safety in the 4th round to probably play some special teams this year. Got a guard out of mine went blank. Charlotte. In the 3rd round, and everywhere they needed a little bit of depth, they got
with no
6 picks,
no great big,
no bigs. That's
upcoming star or anything.
Well, that's the problem. Drafted 19th. You're good enough to almost be in the playoffs,
right?
But you're not bad enough to get a good draft pick.
Right.
19 out of 32 in the 1st round. You're just kind of in limbo, They said, like I said, that Simmons kid could be a top 5, 10 talent when he gets healthy. If ACL's a tricky thing though.
Yeah.
Sometimes you
might not ever come back from it.
Some it's better than it was 20 years ago. But and they say this receiver kid is supposed to have said maybe the best receiver in the draft. So
really?
They may get lucky, maybe it's steal. Who knows? Every year it's still something different. But so we went home and I come back Saturday with Waylon. And I was hoping, like in my mind, I was like, I really want to bring Waylon because I want him to experience it. But also, as my diabetic legs were cramped up, my cankles were swollen, and my ends of my legs were hurting, and everything else. I was like, man, I wouldn't be mad if he said, let's stay home.
Yeah.
And he texted me. It was at his buddy's house. He said, Daddy, let's go down.
Yeah.
All right.
So we went.
Yeah. We went.
So you was there Thursday, Friday, and Saturday then. That's a lot of Nashville.
I almost no-showed you today because I'm so tired.
Well, I kind of thought this morning after you texted and said that can we do this this evening? I thought this ain't happening today. Yeah. If I had to put money.
I had to do some stuff around the house this morning. Then we went. The whole family loaded up, and rode the Rhino.
Well, that was nice though.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
Bayless went to sleep.
Nice day to do it.
Went waded around in the creeks down in North Springs.
Yeah.
And
good times.
I saw 2 interesting things. I go back and look at my Facebook. If you're friends with me on Facebook, even if you're not, go stalk my page. It's open to the public. And Thursday night, I was sitting there with my buddies, and I was like, tell me I'm seeing this right.
Talking about these pictures you showed me?
Oh, my word. Cat, at least, bald-headed, big earrings, 6'5" at least, 320.
Great big old beard.
Bikini strap tank top on, like a little, what's it called?
They used to call them like,
yeah, what'd they call them?
At one point in time, there was something like a blonde shirt, or maybe that had one strap on it or something.
I don't know, but it was very thin, strapped, and I said,
pulled down so you could see his shoulders. One of those that are usually supposed to be on the shoulders, but you pull it down so that your shoulders are showing, so showing a little extra skin. Great big unit.
It's like one of those
north of 350.
Oh, big absolutely. Unit. They're like, well, who's saying something to him? Like, who's ribbing him about that shirt?
Nobody. Nobody's saying shit to that guy.
And he had tight. You couldn't see him in the pants, or in the picture. But his jeans were like skinny.
Yeah.
Dude, like.
Yeah.
He could have had high heels on and we're like, hey, man, what's up? What are you drinking? Coors? You drinking?
Yeah.
Jack. You definitely a Jack guy, ain't you?
Yeah.
Martini, please.
Yeah. Matt Kroc has brought all those guys out. Matt, have you seen? You know who Matt Kroc is?
I don't.
Matt Kroc used to be on the cover of a bunch of lifting magazines. He's a power lifter and a great big unit.
But he's gay?
Hold on.
Oh.
He still dates women. All right. This is him now.
Oh,
yeah.
My word.
Yeah, now his name is Janae. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what he did. Who's saying shit to that guy?
Girl.
There you go. Girl. Yeah. Who's saying shit to her? Nobody.
Golly.
That's exactly who I thought of whenever you showed me that picture was Matt Kroc. Matt Kroc used to be on the cover of like Muscle and Fitness and Muscular Development and stuff like that, lifting all the weights. There's an exercise called Kroc rows where you take a 200-pound dumbbell and do one arm rows with it, or 200 plus pounds. And this is what Matt looks like now.
My God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a nice Adam's apple you got there.
He had it shaved off. It doesn't have it anymore.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Ain't the only thing he shaved off.
Still has that, I believe. They had there's a movie about him on Netflix called Transformer.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Yeah. Great big unit.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, then the chicken lady, I was walking through and I went, Mackie, do I see this right? I was like, I don't know if it's a man, a woman. We walked past her like 10 feet on the crosswalk there, and I was like, I'm going to go back and pretend to be looking at this rooftop, and I'm going to snap the shit out of this picture. I can't not take a picture of this girl.
Yeah.
Or this woman, that, whatever.
I thought she had a pizza on her head.
I thought she had a pepperoni. I thought it was a pepperoni pizza on her head. And we looked, and she's giving me the biggest go to hell look.
Yeah, she knew he was taking that picture.
Yeah, I'm not very smooth.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Was there a Church's Chicken right there close or something?
Man, and that's what I feel like a jerk about. Like, she's just out there trying to earn a living. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, she's a chicken lady.
Maybe she was.
Or she's just another freaky thing you see on Broadway.
I would say, or, she could have been looking for tips. Either way, she could have just been walking around, too.
Yeah, I don't know, but she was not feeling that picture.
That could have been witness protection. I don't know.
Oh, my word. Go back and look at my photos of the draft. I got like 30-something pictures on my Facebook of the event itself, and those are two of them. And I hope they're not your aunt and uncle. If they are, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry for you. not that I put them on there. If you go out in public looking like that, man, whatever.
Hey, except for that big guy. Hey, do what you got to do, big guy.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You got that my size?
Yeah. I'd like to wear one of them.
The coolest sight of the whole weekend, I did forget, Eddie George coming out to make the second round selection wearing Steve McNair's jersey.
Ooh, nice.
Well, it's just big for the city.
Yeah.
Because Nashville for so long wasn't allowed to get this, and they were never thought of to have a draft, and it's overlooked. Well, they don't have this, they don't have that, they don't have enough hotels to accommodate it. All this Nashville showed out. The 30,000 on the street last year for the jersey unveiling. Now that you got put 600,000 in 3 days, you got Dirk Bentley and Moon Taxi and Tim McGraw headlining shows at the end of the night. They're going to be in rotation for probably the draft for sure again, but who knows, man? We may be Super Bowl next, but to see that Nashville's come that far in the 20 years the Titans have been here, and who's the biggest star other than Eddie George that's ever played here? Steve McNair.
Right.
So him to show a tribute to them, shit. Had I been drinking, I'd have been crying probably, but I was sober, something. And if I'd had half a buzz, I might have had a little crocodile tear come down my face there. That's my guys now.
Yeah.
I love Eddie.
So you had a good time in Nashville then?
I tell you who didn't have a good time in Nashville.
Lindsay. You already said that.
These two bachelorettes.
They didn't care for it, did they? So somebody didn't tell. I'll tell you who's not happy about the NFL draft in Nashville. People who planned their bachelorette parties with no idea this was happening.
Oh my God! So you can no pedal taverns.
Are you telling me that I cannot go get a martini and a sex on the beach at every single one of these places without hearing somebody talk about football? Oh my God!
I hate football. I do it for my husband, and now look at this.
Look, don't they know I only get married once in a life?
How often's the draft?
Every year.
Every freaking year.
Every freaking year.
we wanted to do a pedal tavern. We were also going to do one of those party barges and sing Dixie Chicks at the top of our lungs and maybe a little TLC.
I was going to chase some waterfalls.
Don't go chasing them. And don't come to Nashville expecting to have your bachelorette parties during the draft.
I mean,
maybe Google search that shit next time, girl.
You know what? If I'm going to go do anything, if I'm making a plan to go do anything, you know what I research about it? Everything. I research everything that's going on that weekend.
She would have found not only that the draft was coming to Nashville the first time ever, but they have the Music City Marathon that weekend, and Jimmy Buffett was doing a concert.
Yeah.
Maybe anything, man. How long did she plan this out? Because I know all that stuff's been announced for, probably a good year.
Yeah, that Nashville, that Music City Marathon got announced after the last year's Music City Marathon.
Yeah. Like, they do it annually?
Yeah, every year.
So I hadn't watched these girls' videos. I'm not going to give them.
My mother said something along the lines of brides are mad that that the draft is going on. I said, yeah, I can see that if they didn't look. And I've only been to Nashville probably a handful of times, and every building that you go into, there's at least 2 bachelorette parties in it.
And I think it's a work at this point. I don't think all those people are getting married. I think they're just there for free drinks and everything. And I guarantee the bride and the best friend, I guarantee when their husbands had a pisser and their phone goes off, they have the same reaction as your boy in Walmart. So we'll watch these later on. But these were funny. I think I saw some of those. They're asking them who the Cowboys should pick and if they knew any NFL players. And I think some people played well. They weren't as catty as those other two girls were. So
holy crap! Look at that. Golden Knights, Jonathan Marshall or something, rips controversial penalty in Game 7. This guy is bleeding out of his helmet.
Whoa.
That's hockey, if anybody's wondering. I didn't know any of those folks. I was just scrolling through this Washington Post article and seeing a hockey player laying with blood coming out of his helmet. Oof. That doesn't look good. What was you saying?
There was another guy that I just seen this morning on Twitter. Now, he's put this all over Twitter.
Uh-huh.
He says, I met this girl in Nashville at the NFL draft. We had a great connection, but right after this pick, my phone died. Retweet to help me connect with her. At Browns, bring us back. Please bring us together.
Ooh, I hope it's the Bachelorette.
No. But everybody was commenting on it saying, dude, was the selfie more important than grabbing her number? Or like, a lot of girls are saying, yeah, if I was the girl, I would be a little freaked out by this. And I commented with a Vince Vaughn gif from Wedding Crashers saying, got a stage 5 clinger on her hands. So my phone's been blowing up on Twitter all day that this guy's desperate enough to reach out. And he thinks he's found his soulmate here in Nashville, all the way from Cleveland. And they took a nice picture here together. And everybody's like, man, leave my girl alone. That's my wife. Everybody's just messing with him. You ever been that desperate?
No.
If you were single and you were amongst 200,000 people and you just thought, man, this girl right here loves working out.
It depends on how drunk I am at this point, right?
Well, neither one of these people look.
They don't appear to be drunk.
They don't look particularly drunk.
Right.
She. I'm not meaning that bad. I'm just saying Jesus Christ, there I go again.
Holy shit!
Every week
I'll take that one out.
Yeah, you'll have to doctor that up.
Yeah.
You can leave in me saying you doctoring it up.
Yeah.
Anyway, you can take guesses over under what the hell I said that Lucas had to cut out. But anyway, I just felt bad for the poor old boy.
Yeah,
he's just putting his heart on the string.
Yeah, he's a jackass. But
well, you get on his Facebook profile and he's definitely got he's working out in the photos and he looks like he's about $140.
Yeah,
He's saying a couple of veins pop out in his arm. He's mistaken for muscles.
Oof.
He's one of those guys, man. Poor guy.
And she probably has no idea what's going on.
She hadn't probably thought about that guy.
She may not have thought about him while they were taking that picture.
Yeah.
She don't know what in the hell's happening.
Feel bad for the old boy.
She may be a pro as far as he knows.
I did post a picture on our Instagram of you and your water jug last week.
Did you? Did you get some good comments on it?
I mean, jug the size of Lucas' head.
Yeah.
I mean, that typical stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, that you were on the fast track to kicking my ass on the competition.
For sure I am.
was a good picture. It's a good picture. I just said, hey, is that necessary? Do you work out? I said, you must work out or something. I've got a picture of myself.
Yeah.
That Elliot Brown sent me.
Uh-huh.
And Elliot don't listen to the pod. He has listened, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But it goes right in line to jorts.
Let me see. I seen a pair of jorts at Walmart today, and I almost bought them and wore them tonight.
Yesterday when I was in that Kevin Byard line, we went back to the Kevin Byard line yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
When me and Waylon went, I said, "You still not met Kevin Byard?" I said, "Yesterday was the first time I've met him." I said, "I don't really want to do autograph things today. Do you?" He's like, "No, I don't." He's like, "Let's go look at some things." And we got over there, and the line was like short as crap. Because I figured it'd go on forever.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Well, crap, it's pretty short." I was like, "You want to stand in it?" And he goes, "Yeah." And they'd cut it off.
Mm-hmm.
Like, had we not went and looked at displays, we could have got there easily and been fine. But me and Waylon, 12-year-old, being have enough sense. At least I'm raising him halfway normal. I was like, well, that sucks. And he goes, yeah, no big deal. We can meet him anytime. We can see this stuff just once in a lifetime. I was like, yeah, I'm glad you think about that. The redneck from Cheatham County behind me. I don't know. I just thought redneck from Cheatham County. It's like Donnie Cherry. You say rednecks from Van Buren County. I don't know. I got Cheatham County in my mind for some reason when I said it. Jorts. I don't know. Just basic redneck.
Yeah.
I mean, just
Cheatham County's home of Upchurch, the redneck.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. He had the white New Balances on.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
White socks above the ankle, way above the ankle.
And jorts.
And then jorts. And he's like, that's bullshit, man. I'm here to walk. And it says it says he's here at 2:30 and it's just 2:05. They've already cut the line off. That's bull crap. I'm sure thinking they're going to get everybody in line that's here until 2:30.
Yeah.
They're not. I'm sitting there thinking, I said, Waylon, does he not see the sign? And these people actually come through and said, hey, if we get through it quicker, we'll let you guys in. But it's cut off just in case 2:30 happens before this does.
Yeah.
And, oh, man, that's why the Titans ain't got no fans. Who's he think he is? He thinks he's that good. He don't have to sign autographs. And he's like, I've been standing here forever. I told Waylon, I said, we've literally been standing here 6 minutes. The line was cut off when we walked up.
Yeah,
he walked in after us.
Yeah, he's not been here 6 minutes yet.
Yeah, I'm like, really? Mm-hmm. That's just dealing with the public.
Show me this picture.
Oh, yeah. I get so sidetracked.
Yeah.
I have really went back and forth about whether to
put on some jorts.
Look, I have posted this picture, the cousin of this picture, same night, same deal. It was me stripping when I was on vacation with Elliot. Not really stripping. I got jorts on, but I'm chest naked, just goofing off in the hotel room. I don't know. I was pretty wild. No, but the other one I'm not filling myself up in. I've posted on social media a long time ago. Said dancing my way through junior high. Clever on captions.
Yeah.
And then
show me this picture.
This one's a lot.
Show me this picture.
Now I had it posted on our Instagram the other day to say this is the day George died, and I didn't. I had to back out, sit my cup down.
Oof.
That may be too much to put on Instagram even.
Instagram guidelines may not allow that to be posted.
That's the day George died.
Why are you wearing a ring in this picture?
It was junior high ring.
Why are you so tan in this picture?
It was summertime.
Why are you so happy in this picture? And why are you standing on the bed? Those are acid washed denim.
They weren't acid washed. They were just white.
No, man, them are acid washed.
The thing the girls wear now.
Oh.
I was on vacation with the Browns.
Yeah. I'm saying, not even. I mean, this isn't your family that's in here with you and you're acting full. It's somebody else's family.
Ronnie and Betty wouldn't even.
Yeah.
They were gone. It was me and Elliot and Megan.
And you're strip teasing them on the bed.
Yeah. You remember when I said I was real bashful till about 8th grade?
This is 8th grade.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
I started stripping. Stripping in jorts.
Yeah.
With class rings on.
You know what I really wished I had the ability to do is make a meme, and I would put, have you seen me on this? Not seen since 1993. Last seen 1993 and post this picture of you.
That's 98.
98.
97, actually. 97 or 98. That had to die. I do have a ring on.
Yeah, you got a ring on. You got a ring?
Zoom in. Let me see.
There's
because I thought that was the summer between our 7th and 8th grade. When did you get 8th grade rings? Not till 8th grade.
I don't know, man. This is probably not as long ago as what you want to remember.
No, I went on vacation with him in '97.
Yeah.
No, that's definitely a junior high ring. Look at that little baby fat.
Yeah. You're a cute little baby in that one.
Man, I couldn't post it. I couldn't do it to myself.
If I had any Photoshop skills whatsoever, I would Photoshop those shorts and put a thong on you and post it.
If I had any Photoshop skills at all, your face would be on this. And I'd have posted it already. Actually, if you're good with Photoshop.
If I had that body right now, I'd let you post it.
If you're good with Photoshop.
You got to post that so that people can get it.
No, I will meet you at an undisclosed location.
And give you a jump drive with his picture on it that's going to self-destruct after you.
No, I'm getting in your car. I'm holding the phone where you can't screenshot it and send it to your phone.
Yeah.
We're going to go back and forth between this picture and the Photoshop app. We're going to put Lucas's head
on this picture.
His body.
You ought to go ahead and just send out the paint, take your face off of it.
That's bad.
Yeah, that is not good.
Look at my kid as a blonde girl. It's Bayless on Snapchat as a blonde girl. It's cute, right?
It's kind of cute.
Yeah. How about as Wednesday Addams, though? Still cute.
I would say it's still not bad. Kind of cute.
I got good-looking kids.
Yeah.
Can't help that. It's called genetics.
Yep.
It's called genetics. Thank God for their mother.
Yeah. I would say, they didn't come from you. That's not true. You have a good-looking family. I don't know what happened to you, but you had a good-looking family. Anyway.
When I get skinny, it's all I know. But hey, look, it's over now. I got.
You've done screwed this week up.
I got it.
There's 7 weeks left.
I got it out of my system.
In 7 weeks, you've got to.
That's 6 more than I need.
Yeah,
I ate Kid Rocks.
That's 6 less than you need. Is what you went today.
I ate Kid Rocks once. I ate Rippy's once.
Yeah.
I ate Honey Fire barbecue. I ate Hattie B's barbecue. Mm-hmm. Ate a lot of barbecue. Had a few of these.
Yeah.
Had one now.
Uh-huh. I knew whenever I seen you getting out of the truck with that bag in your hand, I thought, I'm killing him in this next 8 weeks.
It's like you killed me with the push-ups.
These next 8 weeks, you're going to kill him. Yeah.
What would you suggest me do?
Well, I would pull out. I'd stop that. You've not been able to pull out in 16 years. I'm not telling you now.
Yeah. I don't have to for the next 6.
Yeah, right. 6 months.
Oh, God, it's too far.
Yeah.
It's even too far. That's worse than the comment about the girl earlier.
Yeah. 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 I don't know what you need to do.
If you were my life coach on fitness, everything else too far gone to be my life coach. But if you're my fitness coach.
Realistically, I don't have any room to tell anybody how to run their life. But
is that our go home text?
No, that was actually a PayPal. Tell me congratulations. I don't know. I'd tell you to give it up.
All right. Well, I'm gonna give this show up because I'm about to piss myself.
All right, then. All right, everybody. We love you. See you later.